What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Now today I'll be looking at some of my favorite Madness Combat characters. This will all be canon appearances, no fan animations. I am willing to make like an episode 2 for fan animations, but I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna have to suggest me most of them. I can't keep up with all them characters. But this will all be guys in the original Madness Combat series. If there's any that I missed that you like, go ahead and leave it in the comments section. I guess now let's just get right into it. The first one is the Dancing Man. This is the dude vibing in the background of Madness Combat 1. Now he is probably one of the most useless characters in this series besides the grunts, so I had to throw him at the last spot. But he was one of the first comical relief characters for Madness Combat alongside the next one we're gonna see. And he was vibing the whole time until Hank got a hold of him, so you gotta respect the vibe. Sadly, he's only in Madness Combat 1. I think I've seen him in 3 on like a computer screen, but it was the same recording from Madness Combat 1. So hey, to all you animators out there, add the Dancing Man back in. I need my vibe back. The next one is the Boombox Man, the reason why the vibe's going on. This was the other comic relief character I was talking about for Madness Combat. He also kind of started out the entire series. Him playing music is the reason why Hank got pissed off to begin with. Now, he was actually beat to death by Hank, but then he was revived by Jesus as a zombie. But in the end, Hank just shot his ass with an M10 because I guess Hank just wasn't on the vibe. Which is crazy. Dude was just trying to vibe at the park and ended up getting beat up and revived as a zombie and then shot again. The next one is the Sheriff, one of the most useless enemies besides the grunts. He might as well be a grunt. He shows up in Madness Combat 2 and 3 and it's presumed that he was placed on him because of Madness Combat 1. I mean, you can't really go crazy and kill a whole bunch of people and not have the Sheriff come after you. But most of the time he's really just running away and throwing other grunts in the room to go to the slaughter to Hank. Now, as shitty of a character as he is, he was one of the first antagonists in the Madness Combat series, so I gotta put him at least in front of the Boombox and Dancing Man. But he's still useless as hell, and he knows it. The next character is the Auditor. This is actually the main antagonist in the Madness Combat series. He's the one behind Tricky's power, which is another character that we'll touch on later on. He basically just hides in the shadows and is just the evil character. And most of the screen time that he does have is him just looking evil or him running away. But he does control the entire agent army, which makes him pretty OP. Now, I was gonna put him higher up, but he does do a lot of hiding in the series. But he does get pretty badass in Madness Combat 10, I'm not gonna lie. The next one is the Higher Power. Apparently this is a supernatural medium that keeps watch over Hank and Jesus. It's one of the main reasons behind Hank's constant regeneration. But there is a theory that the Auditor is actually the Higher Powers. Now, this guy seems pretty OP, but I had to put him lower on the list just because I didn't even really know what he was. The next one is Desmos, one of Hank's allies. This guy specializes in big weapons and big guns for the most part, and he fights along his partner Sanford. He first appeared in Madness Combat 5 and his last appearance in Madness Combat 9, but he did get a solo animation called Desmos Adventures, which was in Purgatory. But him and Sanford are like a 1-2 punch. They're surviving there for a while, but in the end they end up getting their ass beat up. Next one is Sanford, Desmos' partner. Now, I put him above Desmos because I think he has a little bit more of a personality. He wears these glasses and always has this funny ass look on his face. But the main reason why I like him is because he has a hook for a weapon. Like he's some futuristic pirate or some shit. I don't even know what he was going for there. While Hook seems pretty stupid against guns, this dude finds a way to use it, I can tell you that. Basically, he's the only character carrying around a hook, so take that for what it is. The next one is Tricky the Clown, one of the craziest characters in Madness Combat. Well, I thought Hank was crazy, but once I seen this dude, I ain't never seen crazy like that before. Basically, he just kills Hank and revives him because he thinks it's fun. He enjoys killing Hank over and over again. Gets some type of twisted thrill out of it or something. But he also works for the Auditor the whole time. Like I said earlier, the Auditor gives him his powers. But basically he has really good hand-to-hand fighting skills, and he can revive other grunts that have died as zombies. And somewhere along the way, he picks up a big-ass stop sign, which has turned into his main weapon ever since. Basically, you got a serial killer clown running around Nevada with a big-ass stop sign. This next one is Jesus Christ, one of the most OG Madness characters besides the next one, which you should already know by now. This dude first appeared in Madness Combat 1 with Hank, but in Madness Combat 2 he allied with the Sheriff. But after that he just kind of goes rogue and fights on his own volition. Now this dude's crazy as hell. When you think of Jesus, you don't think of someone with sunglasses slaying people 24/7. That's pretty much what this dude did. One of the most OP characters in Madness Combat. And also one of the funniest too, I can tell you that. He has over 300 kills in the whole series. Now he did end up finally dying in Madness Combat 9, or at least we got confirmation when we seen his corpse next to a building. But while he was alive, he was one of the craziest characters running around Nevada. Now, last but not least, we got Hank J. Wilburton, the main psychopath in Madness Combat. Now, in the beginning, I thought this was the good guy, but the more you think about it, Hank could be the bad guy. But that still don't make me like him any less. He basically never dies. Anything that gets in his way, he finds a way to kill. He's been dead and brought back to life. I can't even count how many times. And he's also killed over 600 people, which is crazy as hell. Basically, all the other enemies in the game are trying to kill this dude. At the end of the series, Hank actually ends up taking out most of them. He doesn't really have any one weapon he uses. He kind of just picks up different guns as he goes through the series. And also his look changes drastically throughout the series. Especially in Madness Combat 9 when he turns into some mutated Fallout looking thing. But basically, he's the main reason why Madness Combat goes. He is the main protagonist, but also might be the main evil dude in the world. We guess we'll never know. But you can't say Madness Combat without saying Hank soon after it. But that was the Madness Combat characters video. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any suggestions of characters I missed, go ahead and leave them in the comments section below. I'm trying to go away from the reaction videos and make some more heavily edited type content. If you got any video ideas, go ahead and leave them down there too. I guess now I'll just see you in the next one. Peace.